Hello everybody, TyronnCannon here and welcome to a brand new Cricket Captain 2022 series on the channel. I've been waiting for this for so long. I am so excited to get into this. Today we are going to be starting, as I said, a brand new series. It's something that I've never done before. It's a challenge which I'm calling the Completionist Challenge. Is where we have to go around every single country in the game, every single domestic competition, and win every trophy we can. So the question is, where do we start? Do we start in Australia? Australians, all let us rejoice, for we are young and free. No, we're not starting in Australia. Do we start in England? God save our grace. No, we're not starting in England. Where do we start? We are going to be starting in the subcontinent, a country that I've never managed in before. We are going to be starting in Pakistan. Now, we're going to be doing a T20 team and a domestic team. We're going to be managing Central Punjab and... Peshawar, I reckon? Peshawar, I reckon we'll go. Central Punjab and Peshawar looks good. We're going to be playing this on normal difficulty, as I always do. And our national team, we are going to go with Sri Lanka to begin with. You can jump around with the national teams, but I'm going to start with Sri Lanka, and we'll see where we go from there, because Sri Lanka don't actually have a domestic competition in the game. So I thought, and I don't think they've ever been to world number one, so this isn't necessarily a get everybody to world number one series, but we're just going to try and win every trophy that's available in the game. As well as with the Steam achievements, there are 85 single Steve achievements you can get in the game. So we're going to try and unlock every single one of those as a measure of completion in the game. So we're going to skip forward. I'm going to save and continue. We've got the T20 competition up against Southern Punjab. We're going to skip forward. I believe there should be a recruitment screen of some kind. But let me know how excited you guys are for this series, because I'm certainly very excited. You can probably tell by the level of my voice. I cannot state how excited I am for this game. So yeah, we're just waiting for this sort of simulation of games to get into it, and then we'll get into the cricket. So I'll be with you guys once these games have loaded. All right, we've finally gotten to the contract screen for Peshawar. We're going to skip forward now. We're going to pick out our contracts for the Peshawar squad. Now, these are all the expired contracts that are on team. We've got $578,000 to play with. We need a minimum squad amount of 18 players. Let's see who's in the existing squad that we want to keep. These 14,000. He is cheap. We'll keep him around. So basically, every time that I do open up a cricket captain file, I look at the squad, see who I want to keep, and for this example, I'm going to get rid of what's this guy's name? It's not Yunus Khan, it's Yasir Khan. I just don't see him. He's not going to add anything to the team, so I'm going to cut his contract in half. We get half of the money back, and that adds to our budget. Obviously, we lose a squad player, but we're going to get rid of Ali as well. He doesn't look too good. Majid, we're going to get rid of him as well. Iqbal will keep. Everybody else looks like we'll keep for now. We'll keep these two 37 and 38-year-olds because they're probably going to retire soon, so there's no real point in cutting their contract in half. Who's this? I was going to say it's not Marcus Harris, it's Muhammad Harris. Never heard of you. That's part of the reason I wanted to manage in Pakistan, because I've never actually managed in Pakistan before, and I don't really know their domestic system all that well. But we're going to be playing for Peshawar. Let's see who we go. Let's go one by one, case by case, see who we keep. Zazai, he's averaged 28 with the bat. He already looks like the kind of player I would want to keep. Oh, this is new. Strike rates. First class, very aggressive. One day in T20, very aggressive. That is new. Has a strike rate of 93 at first class level. So he's only 31,000. So we might actually keep him. He is an overseas player. He comes from Afghanistan. So we might actually keep him. We'll give him a 1-year deal. We'll keep him. Kola Cadmore, not really feeling it. Same kind of player as Zazai, but he's 30,000 more. So I think we'll let him go. Cameron Akmal, a legend of Pakistani cricket of such, but we'll keep him around for a 1-year deal. Ben Cutting, I tend not to sign players over 35, unless they're like really, really good. Ben Cutting is probably not one of those players that I will sign, so let him go. Benny Howe will let him go as well. Talent, he looks quite good. Averages 30 with the bat, 27 with the ball. What's his strike rate like? It's just average. That's okay. We'll give him a 1-year deal. See if he has a good season or not, and then we'll move on. Livingston, will let him go. I'm just not a massive fan of his game, to be honest. And he's 74,000. We can spend that money more wisely. Rutherford, same deal. I want all-rounders that are really all-rounders, if that makes sense. Whereas he's sort of a bowling all-rounder and not a good all-round all-rounder. So we'll let him go. Shoaib Malik, he's been a great T20 player at all levels, international and domestic. So he's a 40-year-old, but he's Pakistani, so that is invaluable to us. We need as many Pakistanis as we can get. So we give him a 1-year deal. I know he's 40, so we give him one last run around and then he'll retire, and then we can use his money elsewhere. Who's this? Patrick Brown. I can't say I've heard of you. I don't really look at 9 runs and over. I'm not a fan of. So we'll let you go. Mahmood, same deal. We'll let you go. And he's only available 61% of the time. I'm going to actually release a series of videos on how to play Cricket Captain, sort of like a Cricket Captain Academy style series. So I'm going to get into availability and why that's so important later. So if you keep out on the channel, we'll talk about it. We will talk about it. Umar looks like a half decent prospect, but oh my god, 9.85 and over. No, thank you. Samin Gul, no, thank you. Is this Usman Kadir? I like it. Let's keep him. 29 years old. Whoops. 1-year deal. So that the squad is starting to take shape. How many overseas players have we offered contracts to? Just the one. So I think the majority of our signings now will just be overseas players just to fill up that quota, unless we can find players at the domestic level that are really, really good. Nobody's really jumping out at me. Not that I've seen. I might scroll up again in a second just to see what's out there. Is that Yasir Shah? 61% availability. We probably let him go. Oh, who's this? Bashir, averages 16 with the ball, 26 years old, 21 with the ball in first class. So we might sign him, give him a 1-year deal. Doggy's going off in the background. That's okay. I think that'll do it. At least for the domestic players. We'll scroll back up, see what gaps we are missing. Who's this? Asif Ali? I thought it was Azhar Ali, because we might have signed him, but 30 years old, only averages 23. We might let him go. Trying to think, who's this? Ahmed Shahzad. Very solid player. I think we're good for opening bat side, and he's only got average T20 strike rate, so we might look elsewhere. What are we lacking? We've got 2 wicket keepers, we need more batsmen. Okay, so the middle order is where we've got gaps in the lineup at the moment. We need young, fresh middle order batsmen. So let's see what we can get our hands on. We'll probably actually target all-rounders. Is Mo Ali retired from tests? He is. So that's going to be key as well. If we can get players that are not going to play international cricket and can play for us, that is going to be worth its weight in gold. But there's not really a lot of... Oh, Hasaranga, we want to sign him. Really good at T20s. He's very aggressive. So we're going to give him a 1-year deal. We can bat him. He's probably a better bat than his stats shows. Averages 40 at first class level. So I do like the look of him, and he's a great bowler. So we've got some spinners, but we haven't got that many spinners. So Hetmeyer, he's a good player, and he's relatively cheap as well. 45,000. We'll get him. I was looking at Joe Root, but he's only available 61% of the time. So Joe Root for $50,000 I would jump at, but because he's only available 61% of the time, I probably won't do that. Will Smeed. He looks good. But we can probably bat him in the middle order, even though it says he's an opening bat. We can only make 3 offers. So we'll do our 3 offers, and then we'll get Will Smeed if he doesn't sign elsewhere. He doesn't. We'll go for Will Smeed. Let's check the domestic table, see if anybody is still there. I don't think there is, but I think we're okay for wicketkeepers, I think I said. Yeah, there's nobody here. Oh, I lied. There's a few prospects here. Imran Khan, not the one we're thinking of. He's not very good. He is good, but he's 34. That's what I was trying to say. Hassan, he's 30, averages 19 with the ball, 6.15 economy. We might have a go at that, actually. We give him a 1-year deal. Then we'll go back overseas. Did we offer one at Will Smeed? We did. Who else can we get? Trying to see who's available. Who's this guy? Will Jacks. He looks interesting. Very aggressive. I can't say I've ever heard of him. Let's give him a go. 1-year deal, 76,000. Those are our 3 offers for today. That's our squad of 19,000. We've got $76,000 left. We probably need... We'll grab one more all-rounder. Because we don't really need any more bowlers. Let's go Mitch Satner. He's 30 years old. Fits the amount perfectly. We'll go for Satner. And that will conclude the Peshawar contract section of this episode. Now, we will exit. And now we've got to do the contracts for Central Punjab. Now, I will save now. Because it's very, very important. If we don't get any good youth players, I'm going to reset, close the game, reopen, and then see what youth players we get. So we're going to wait and see. 47's not bad. Average of very aggressive as well. He looks good. Opener in T20. I don't think we'll be playing that many T20s. We won't sign him yet. We'll just see what else we can get our hands on. We'll do an evaluation of the rest of the squad. Just have a sip of my water. Okay. Who is this? Another Imran Khan? No, it's not. It's Irfan Khan. Not going to sign him. Ali Dar, I'm going to let him go. Nassim, I'm going to let him go. Actually, I should go through this part of the squad first. So, Azhar Ali's there. No, that's Abid Ali, sorry. This is Azhar Ali. Yes. Shazad we'll keep for now. Ahmed Shazad. We're going to get rid of Zariab. Babar Azam will keep, obviously. And everybody else, unless they're like a really good player, I think we're just going to get rid of. So I'm just going to cull the squad down. Umar Akmal, really good. We'll still keep him around. Salahuddin will keep. But yeah, everybody else we're just going to get rid of. Cameron Akmal will keep. Ashraf will keep. Who's this guy? He looks really good. Kasim Akram, 19 years old. He looks quite good. Bashir will keep for now. Let's have a look at the second 11 stats for these two. They look not very good, so we'll get rid of these two. Asif we'll get rid of. Iqbal we'll get rid of. Second 11 for Sishan. Oh my god, 41. That is not good. And Maksud will keep. Okay, so that was good. We'll offer a contract to Riyad Ilahi for... We'll give him 2 years till he's 20, and then we'll evaluate his position. Alright, now let's go through with these guys. Shoaib Malik, is he retired from first class? First class cricket? He only plays T20 cricket, so we'll probably let him go. He's not... That's 49,000 we're not going to get back, so we'll just let him go. Talat, we have him signed to our Peshawar squad, but I think we're actually going to let him go in this case. Because he, as I said, he averages 35 with the bat, 34 with the ball, and he's quite expensive, so we're going to let him go. All the other ones we'll let go. Eshan Adil, we might keep for 1 year. I think he's got a couple of good years left, so we'll sign this guy on a 1 year basis going forward. Same with Muhammad Ali. Give him 1 year. 36,000. And then everybody else we will let go. And then Wahab Riaz, he's only available 66% of the time, so we're going to let him go as well. Now, the other important thing is we're going to up our coaching and our youth team now, because this is very important. It's going to help out the team a lot. It's expensive, but it's worth it. And again, when I do my Cricket Captain Academy, I'll explain why it's important. Let's press on. All right, let's see who's available for us. Let's have a look. Nobody really jumping out at... Well, hello. Muhammad Huraya. 58 with the bat. We'll just leave it for now. Oh, this guy looks good. He's 31 though. He's got good all-round stats. 35 with the bat, 22 with the ball. We're going to sign him for a 1 year deal. Because we don't want to clog up our squad with just a whole bunch of 3 year contracts. That's going to screw us over. So yeah, sorry if this video is a lot of sort of admin. We will get into some cricket action in probably... Might get 1 match in at the end of this episode, depending on how we are for time. But this will be a fairly consistent upload on the series. So, but we do need to go through this part. Very, very important part of this series. It's the squad building. It's my favorite part of the series, is putting teams together. Let's have a look at the youth. Oh my good God. Okay, there's 2 players I want to sign. Bashir, there are 2 players... 2 very good young players who are going to sign, and immediately, because they average over 60 at 3-day level, yeah, we are signing both of those to 3 year contracts. Our middle order is basically set, so we need a couple more. We're good for wicket keepers, I think. We've got the Yakmal brothers who can both keep, so those are going to be our offers for the opening period. We probably need 1 more wicketkeeper just to be safe, and then our overseas player will be a bowler of some kind. Rahel Nazir, 20 years old. Yeah, we'll give him a contract. We'll give him a 1 year contract. Don't think there's any more all-rounders I want to sign. We might actually give this guy a contract as well, because he averages 54 with the bat, but 39 with the ball. So he might be like a... We'll give him a 2 year, and we'll test him out, just see what his bowling's like. But his batting, I think, will be good. And now an overseas player. Actually, do we go a wicketkeeper as our overseas player? Hasaranga's there. This is going to be interesting. I think we go bowler for our overseas player. But we just see who's available. No, let's go Hasaranga. 47,000. That is cheap as well. There is competition from Sindh. haven't got the actual name. So in the between when I record this episode and the next episode, I will update all the team names so they are correct. So we'll give contract to Hasaranga. He is very aggressive, which I do like. That is one trait on my players I do like, is when they score their runs quickly. So we're going to do this. Now, as you can see, we've got plenty of money left. We've got 255,000 to spend. And we might give... Let's see who's available as our overseas player to give them a reserve contract. It's not going to cost us any money. We'll just give it to Rashid Khan. It has to be less than 40. Oh, sorry, it has to be 40 on the dot. We'll give him 40. See if he accepts that. Which he should do. In time. He does. Cool. But that is going to wrap it up for the team building portion of this. That went surprisingly well. I didn't have to reset once. I'm pretty happy with that. Pretty happy with how that's gone. So other teams are still bidding. We'll just skip forward until this is all done. Oh, no, it's done now. So I think we're going to call it an episode here, guys. So we're 25 minutes in. We might even get 2 episodes up today, depending on how I go for time. So thank you so much for tuning into episode 1. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed. And I catch up with you at the beginning of the next episode where we'll finally get into some cricket. See you guys then.